Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lucious Showcase. I am Lucious T, and welcome back to the backlog. This week we're taking a look at an exciting game that was PS4 exclusive, although now it's available on the Xbox One. Should you check it out? Well, we're about to find out. Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, or however the hell you say it, came out of left field when it was announced. Now, Nier, by all accounts, was a good game, but still not the kind of huge success that would warrant a sequel. But still, I'm not sure if this game has anything to do with the original Nier. Anyways, it came out and was making a pretty decent splash in the gaming world, but it unfortunately came out at the same time as Horizon Zero Dawn, and Breath of the Wild, and Mass Effect Andromeda. Even though that game wasn't all that great. So, I didn't play it then, but that changes now. Nier Automata is an action RPG, but the gameplay is a mix of Bayonetta and a shooter, with some beat-em-up and dungeon crawler thrown in for spice. What else would we expect from Platinum Games? Now, I'll admit it, I didn't like this game at first. I started on hard mode because I thought I was ready to ride giants, but I wasn't. Enemies hit like a truck, and the boss one-shots you. Now, this wouldn't be so bad, but there is no autosave feature or save points until after this intro section. Knowing I was in store for a long game, I sadly had to lower the difficulty rather than waste 4 hours beating the intro. So already, I had a bad taste in my mouth, even if losing grants you one of the 26 endings. Now, we'll get to that later. Now, Nier Automata stars a world where humanity is on the brink of extinction. Aliens invaded centuries ago and unleashed a horde of mechanical enemies hell-bent on eradicating people. Not animals, though. To counter this, the Yorah initiative was introduced to take the fight back to Earth, whilst the remaining humans lambasted on the moon. Yorah members being comprised of prepubescent-looking androids, though the humanoids on Earth seem to be androids too. Anyways, it's up to you to stop the machines and crush the alien menace. Now, surprisingly, I had to overcome a lot of initial disinterest in this game. The rough start didn't help, but then I quickly realized all the enemies were derpy looking machines. The heroes looked like standard anime girl and prepubescent boys, something I'm just not a fan of. Upskirts are nice and all, but not what I'm looking for in a game. And why are their faces covered? The names annoyed me too. 2B, 9S, A2... What is this, a Mercedes-Benz commercial? I get that it's because they are androids, but really, it just made me think of stupid car names. The graphics were a bland grayscale, and combat seemed extremely weak. Your counterattack rarely hits anything. But I persisted, and something happened. The derpy robots birthed a naked guy, and suddenly the story got good. Now, I accepted the dumb names, I found a combat formula that worked, and I was really enjoying the story. Then, the We Are God section came, and I was full on loving it. Soon the game ended, and I was done, right? Wrong. I got the A ending. However, like Resident Evil 2, there is a B side where you play through from 9S's perspective. Now, in 9S's playthrough, he loses his strong attack for a hack attack, something that happened in 2B's playthrough a few times, but finally made sense here. When you use the hack attack, you are transported to a screen as a tiny ship who must take out enemies before taking 3 hits, or the timer running out. Now, this move also allows you to unlock the annoying chests from the other playthrough that you never could. It's a massively easier playthrough as the hack attack is OP and wrecks most enemies. Now, I quite enjoyed it really, since I only got through 2B's playthrough by abusing potions. Now, 9S doesn't take any damage while in hack mode, unless you take 3 hits. Now, his playthrough also fleshes out some of the why behind the Opera Robot and the Forest King, among other things. But wait, there's more! Once you beat 9S's story, you unlock a continuation story that wraps up the whole story and does more with A2. More than having her just kill a baby robot king. But I'll leave it there to avoid spoilers. Now, you bounce between both robots until you either achieve the C or D ending. Mercifully, the game allows you to chapter select after you beat one of them, and so you can unlock the other ending without needing to play the whole third scenario again. After this, you can then achieve the final E ending, where you attack the end credits in a bullet hell nightmare that is designed to be impossible. Luckily, the internet sends help and allows you to finally finish this 30-hour behemoth. Now, I quite enjoyed Nier in spite of refusing to learn its mechanics. I found crutches instead. Chiefly, I abused the health potions and relied on the hack attack whenever I could. I only ever used the starting weapons in each scenario and the starting drone. I didn't even upgrade them all the way since they needed reagents I didn't know where to farm. Now, enemies will drop, or you can find chips that can be installed in you and provide combat or defensive boosts. The game gives you the option to auto-assign them for attack, balance, or defense. I thought this was an active auto, but it only updated when you made it update. Careful, if you die, you lose your installed chips and must recover your body without dying to regain them. How very Dark Souls of them. Now, you can increase the amount of chips you can house by buying further slots, something I figured out 26 hours in. Now, by doing this, I was able to heal by doing damage, which made the combat a lot more fun. The game also scales with you, though sometimes I think it scales a little too much. I regularly found myself fighting enemies that were 10 to 15 levels higher than me. This became nearly unbearable at the offset of the third scenario. Still, with some persistence, you can come out on top. Make sure to save often. Time for some Lucious metrics. Serious fatigue. Unpredictable. It's hard to anticipate what new gameplay wrinkle they were going to throw at you next. The boss fights feel like fury at time, which for me is a high compliment. It perfectly hides the uneventful hack-and-slash combat with the bullet hell nuance. Though once again, I only use the starting weapon in my stubbornness. Time sensitivity. May start slow. Depending on your level of waifu, this game may take a while to warm up to. But it's a tremendous experience and even allows you to cut out after the first ending if you've had your fill. But you'd be robbing yourself of the hacking gameplay, which was very enjoyable. Controls. Admirable. With all the genre bending, it's hard to believe how seamless everything is. Shooter sections are electric, hover sections are agile, hacking sections intense, and hack and slash serviceable. It really is admirable how they managed to pull everything off so well. Replay. Multiple endings. In some ways, the extra endings are more gimmicks than actual endings. But it does afford a lot of replay just to beat the damn thing. And I still feel ashamed I didn't beat the first section on hard mode. There's plenty here, even if one of the endings is just eating a fish and it kills you. What a jackass. Storytelling. Cryptic. If the game ended on ending A, it would have left a lot of questions, but still makes sense. Things get very convoluted by the end of ending E, to the point where I'm not sure what an E unit was, or what the Gestalt program was, or if playing Nier 1 actually is important to the story, but whatever. It was a fun ride. Difficulty to beat. Unbalanced. The game balance is insane on hard mode, but still pretty odd feeling in normal mode. You have the lock-on ability with your turret, which is nice, but I found it strange that I was fighting mobs 10 levels higher than me regularly. And the start of the third story was very unforgiving, which might be by design story-wise, but still, I guess it was manageable. Nier Automata is a beast of a different color. It's impossible to categorize, and its world and characters are so off the wall, but damn is it a good time, and really makes you care about the androids and their companions by story's end. If you're looking for an excellent action RPG shooter hybrid, then this game is for you. Taking all that into account from the perspective of a binge-playing game finisher, I give this my Lucious T recommendation of beat it. 5 times! 5 times! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! Woo! Sucker! Beat it 5 times. And there you have it. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining me. What an epic game this was. It truly was 30 hours, but it didn't feel that way because you can take it in bite-sized chunks as you beat the individual endings. And you can stop at any point because the story still makes no sense. So let me know if you've picked up Nier Automaton. Let me know if you're going to pick it up on the Xbox One, or if you're going to go back to the PS4. It's a little hard to come by. I remember I had to order it off eBay, so there probably is a pretty low print run, but hopefully it gets out there because it's an excellent game. Now, to all of you guys that are waiting for me to get back to retro games, never fear. I am launching theme months. Starting with next month, I'm going to be doing Zelda clones. Although they're really more action RPGs, but still, Zelda Clone Month is coming, starting with a quintet game that I've been waiting to play for a long time now. So that's what you got to look forward to. I'm going to be doing 4 different reviews all in August, all different Zelda clones, all for different systems. So look forward to that. Let me know if you are excited for that. Let me know if you're bummed I'm going back to retro. I think I'm going to be doing both, but we'll see how it pans out. As a reminder, I release a new video every Tuesday, and once again, it's been so nice getting a hold of you. Take care.